Hey guys. I just figured I would pop in tonight and do a little bit of a working hangout. So I'm mostly going to be sharing my Poshmark closet and, oh, newbie mistake again. 1 second. Had to mute YouTube there because I was hearing myself on the playback. Hey Star City Picker, thanks for stopping in. I was just saying that I'm going to be sharing my Poshmark closet mostly tonight. I listed a couple of new things earlier, so I want to kind of get those in the rotation. And yeah, so if you guys have a Poshmark closet that you want to drop, I will go in and share some listings for you. But that's about it. Star City Picker, what are you up to tonight?
Why do you feel guilty? Why would you do that?
Hey Valerie, sharing your Poshmark closet too? Cool. Yeah, I feel like I've shared so much today, and then I've made sales on other platforms and no sales on Poshmark. But sometimes that's the way it goes. Hello, TW Holiday. Thank you for stopping by. We are, so far, Val and I are, is it okay if I call you Val? Sorry, I totally cut your name short. Star City Pickers listening on eBay. Hey, Justin. Yeah, so far, we're listing on eBay and sharing our Poshmark closets. I'm sure some people are listing to those platforms, Poshmark and Mercari. I did a couple new listings tonight and cross-posted those to their respective platforms that they are allowed to go on. Hey, Marie! So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. If you guys have a Poshmark closet name that you want to drop, I can go right now because I just recently got through sharing my closet. So, yeah, drop your Posh name and I will go in and share some for you. Hey, Grandma Wrinkles.
She's talking to. I think it might be breaking up.
And so if you guys hear my husband again, he's over here back to playing his game. So that is what is happening. I apologize if anybody thinks it's rude. That's how we have to be right now for any of us to get along in the same room with each other. We are confined to a very small space right now. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing. So drop those Posh closets because I want to share. I'm in the mood for sharing.
I think he's changed a lot since he started playing.
So, until someone drops their name, I am going to go over and just start sharing my closet again because I feel like I'm going to do that on repeat tonight.
It seems like he's became a lot more arrogant, which is negative.
And when you guys share your closet, do you like sort it by anything? Like I normally go in and sort mine by priced high to low, and then click available listing so that it takes out all the solds. And then I'll scroll all the way to the bottom and work my way back up to the top. And therefore, I'm sharing my lowest price listings first, and then working my way to the top. So you guys are going to see me getting lighter and darker. You know how that goes if you share from your desktop. It dulls the screen when a little share box pops up. So, yep. If you're wondering what the clicking is, I'm obviously sharing from my desktop. So, yeah, that's what the clicking is.
Yeah.
Click, click, click. Hey, Craig. No, unfortunately not. What are you up to tonight, Craig? Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. That was like, I was excited to come online come onto YouTube because I listed a shirt. I've already packed it up and labeled it, and it's out there waiting to go out tomorrow. But yeah, so I listed a Gimmicks by BKE shirt. In probably like an hour and a half ago, right?
I have 56 minutes.
It sold within 5 minutes of me listing, and I will let you guys. I list on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari for clothing. And I'm going to let you guys put it in the chat which one you think it sold on. It sold within 5 minutes of me listing, and it was listed on all three platforms, eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari.
I've told you 3 times already. And I'm like, whatever, dude.
I'm watching the chat. Post the link. Can't share the link because I'm not a mod.
Say something like, oh man, I'm stuck in the wall.
You should. I need to go in somehow and make it where you guys can
I know that.
can share. Hey, Jill. She says it's her first time in. Well, thank you for stopping by. It was not Poshmark. I was honestly kind of shocked because I have not sold a ton of clothes on this platform, and that should be a dead giveaway.
I've gotten into a lot more of a rush now that I don't have this. That I am a little bit more limited.
All right, I'll go ahead and tell you. I sold it on Mercari within 5 minutes of listing it. I was truly shocked. Yeah. They didn't make an offer or anything. I sold this shirt for $30. So yeah. I was truly shocked. I've never sold anything that fast on Mercari. My stuff usually sits for days on Mercari.
That's why I'm
I don't currently use Bonanza. I did in the past, but I found that
I'm like, I gotta level something.
Some of my items, like if I deleted it on eBay, it did not get deleted on Bonanza.
I'm not tell you, hey, let's go do this.
So I stopped doing that. I know plenty of people who do use Bonanza, but I just found that I was having too many problems with it to keep doing it.
That's why I just kind of broke off, and I was like, hey, I gotta do credits. And I knew nobody else really was wanting to. I know other people had other things to do, so whatever.
So you guys, there's more people that popped into the chat. So you guys tell me what you're all up to tonight.
I can't believe I wasted 3 hours.
Star City Picker, you had the same problem. Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't. I mean, I made sales on Bonanza, but I could not afford to sell it and then have to disappoint someone because I sold it on eBay and deleted it, or you know what I mean, like deleted all that info, and then it didn't get deleted from Bonanza. It was a real big pain in the ass. So 1 in 6 months. I mean, I would probably sell like 1 a month on Bonanza, but I mean, it really just wasn't even profitable enough to keep doing it. So.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I watched that YouTube video. I have to find it again. You need to see just watching that video was just like, wow.
All right. Craig said being lazy, tired.
He would cast iron.
Yeah, Craig chat in the Hangout. Oh. Yep. It was for sure. Jesus, man. And I'm not going too hard on the wine tonight. Probably just this one glass. So. Let me see. I haven't even looked to see how many people are watching right now. 12 people watching. Thank you, guys. And you know what? Again, I totally forgot to share that I was going live to any of the Facebook groups. So if you guys don't mind, if you would take a moment, if you have a group that you can share to, please share the link to the group so maybe we can get some newbies in here. And if you wouldn't mind, hit that thumbs up button or the thumbs down button, whatever floats your boat.
He just kept recasting his skin.
6 thumbs up already, guys. I appreciate that so much. Let me see if I miss anything in the chat.
Prime, I'll probably end up trying that out. It'll give me a 3-day booster or something.
All right, I haven't seen any Poshmark closets unless I missed it. So if you guys are selling on Poshmark and you want me to share it, let me know because I'm over here right now.
Oh, yeah. I have 99, 99, 99, and 51.
You deleted Poshmark? Ugh. I mean, I understand if it wasn't profitable for you and maybe it was like too time consuming. That's what I hear from a lot of people is that they don't want to be that socially involved with a platform. And I get that. But I do pretty well over there. So I'm going to keep plugging along until I ever like maybe feel how I felt about Bonanza, about Poshmark. So far, it's going okay. Oh, that's fair. I don't know what happened in the last part of the video after I left. So if that's what you're talking about, or any of the things before that.
Like when anybody wants to go to Index,
I don't know.
Like, it's not that I don't want to. It's just like I feel like
it's your channel, your discretion.
And I keep trying to like do better at it, and I just get frustrated because like I'll get 2 or 3 points. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm killing stuff, which I think half of them are probably stolen.
You guys, I'm certain are hearing Jeremy talking about killing things in his game. You guys tell me something that you did that was interesting about your day today. I feel like I'm being pretty boring over here,
because,
just sharing
like,
my
when I see
Poshmark closet.
somebody, I'll go run over and help kill that person. Because I know sometimes when I'm trying to take down an enemy, I can't take them down, and somebody else comes and runs over and helps me. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree that it did. Yeah, that did happen today. So.
Yeah. Which I guess it doesn't.
So
really
you guys
matter,
answer me
really.
this question.
I mean, a point is a point.
I have sold plenty of Eileen Fisher in my reselling lifetime. Okay, but I don't seem to be able to get Eileen Fisher to move for the life of me on Poshmark. Most of it sells on eBay, but I have 2 or 3 Eileen Fisher items that are like new and one new with tag, I think, on Poshmark, and they don't even have the first like on them. So it's almost like they're not even being seen. And I use the same structure for titles as I do on eBay, and I can sell it all day over there. So I don't feel like it's an issue of it being seen. It just doesn't seem like it is being seen on Poshmark for some reason. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember you telling me last night about the heat pump. That is unfortunate. Is Jill leaving us? All right. Well, I don't know if I missed anything offensive in the chat, but I hope not. I hope that's not why you're leaving. But if not, if you're just going to bed, have a good night. Sleep good.
I'd like to do it, but there's always like, my problem is because I want that mod, it's just like, I have so many other things that I need to do too. I kind of like that guy's ship color, green and that middle.
So I still have not shared the video, so I'm going to hop over to Facebook and share it to the few groups that I know of that we can share in. And I don't blame you guys if you don't hang around long. It's not really interesting. I just really popped on to say, hey, having a little glass of wine right quick, sharing some Poshmark, and that's it. Let's see. Oh, come on. There it is. Sometimes, like, my computer screen moves really fast, and it goes way past the part at the top of the group where you can actually post your link or post whatever you're doing.
There's no. I'm just gonna leave the mission. There's no sense in me being here. Oh, like, just finish the thing, man.
Garage beers again.
Like,
well,
just goes.
I
know, right?
Hashtag bedroom wine, I guess. YouTube wine.
It just sounds so sad.
I don't know. I don't have a good hashtag for it yet. Thanks, Craig.
Yeah. I just want to have fun playing. Like, I know sometimes you're like, oh, I hate this game. So, you know, like, all this happened or I died. Like, that's
all right. So I'm sharing it to 2 groups in Facebook.
Sad,
not that I don't enjoy you guys' company, but, you know, I just think we could maybe get some new people in here. Right? I don't mean that in any kind of offensive way at all, because I love all of you guys. But, you know, just get some maybe like newbie resellers come in and we're talking about Poshmark. Most people are looking for eBay, but I guess we'll invite these people in and see how we can help them if we can at all.
Yeah, guys.
Oh, let me put this down. I gotta have both hands typed.
Gotta get to bed early. I know, right? That's how he sounds like he already has.
There we go. Hey, Snow Rider. Snow Rider. I don't think I've seen your name in the chat before, but I might be wrong, and if I am, I apologize. Where are you from?
I can't handle when Corey's around.
And are you a reseller? Tell us what you're doing, what you're about.
This shit was cracking me up the other night.
Hey, Jacob. So are you reselling or are you just stopping in? Do you happen to see us live? Just curious, sorry. If anybody was wondering or didn't know, I'm in Indiana in Fort Wayne.
So
you're in Bristol, Virginia. Have been on eBay since 2006. That's awesome.
So I met Tracy at
Oh.
in the Lowe's parking lot. She was
well, yes, Jacob, it is very nice to meet you.
With her boss and her mates, so like fancy soap.
So if you just popped in, I'm currently just sharing my listings on Poshmark.
So they went to Lowe's to get one of those.
I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm back down at the bottom of the page, starting from my lowest and going up to the highest priced item. I currently have about 150 items right now.
Her boss is like a damn toothpick. And they were sitting there.
Jeremy is, for some reason, he is telling someone about my past job that I had. I don't know these people, and I don't know why he's telling them about where I worked in the past.
But anyway, so they're struggling to get the car, and I went to help them.
He's talking on his headset with people he's gaming with.
It's funny because like when we went to first go meet,
started selling Verizon unlimited data lines back when they were discontinued.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't really know anything about that, but that is interesting.
Stuff in my room. And my sister said, "So you're gonna put all your shit away?"
What time is it here? It is
right?
11:30 here in Indiana.
Like, you're gonna look like that dude from. You watched the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin, right?
See.
It's got that Steve Carell in it, but he had all the action figures and stuff in his room. And they his buddies made him put it all away and pack it all up so it looked like a regular.
So Jacob, when you say lines, are you talking about phones?
But anyway, my sister was like,
"Hey, Lada Josh,
you're gonna look like a grown-ass kid living at your mom's house."
Hey,
and
Tim.
So I told Tracy beforehand, I was like, "So I'm pretty big into video games and collecting stuff, so I have lots of toys."
My gosh, Jeremy is killing me over
She
here.
was like, "Oh, that's cool. That's all right." And so I took her in, and I think it was it overwhelming, Tracy?
Was what overwhelming?
All the collection stuff.
Oh God, yeah. You guys, Jeremy collects
so
much stuff, so much video gaming things and books and collectibles and what is
were you
it?
Scared?
A little bit. Like our living room, you guys, when we were in our apartment.
No, I'm talking about the first day when you saw all of it.
Oh yeah, like he opened a closet door when we first started dating. Jeremy opened a closet door, and he had just action figures and collectibles and like amiibos and all those things that deal with gaming.
Were you looking for the exit though?
No, I was not that scared, but it was a bit overwhelming.
So you were cool with it because
Sheila.
You were like, "Oh, I'll be able to stack up all my shit over here too."
So, but now when we get our own house in a couple of months, Jeremy's talking about wanting to have all his collectible figures and things like that out in the living room, and I'm just like,
so hot here.
No. I want to have a living room like bloggers post about, you know. Like I know all that shit is staged, but
it's gonna be in the bathroom. It's gonna be in the bedroom. And
oh yeah, my eBay stuff will be all over the house. Probably.
No, my stuff.
Same. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be the same thing.
It's gonna be in the kitchen.
So, I don't know if I showed you guys my shirt, but I did. I got this off Poshmark, Thrift Queen, and there's probably like a million people out there with their name Thrift Queen all over the place. But
three guys that were like,
out,
couldn't understand the word they were saying. They were speaking in some foreign language.
No, Tim, I don't work shirtless. Sorry.
I come home.
Maybe braless sometimes, but I still have a shirt on.
I come home from work, shower change, and get something to eat and sit down in front of my computer's desk and play games. And she lets me play my games, and she goes does her online work.
It's because you're not like bitching at me about something. When you're playing your games, you're all over there in your own zone.
I leave her alone. She leaves me alone.
Do you hear this nonsense over here? So who's being hoarderish? Oh, okay. I got you, Snow Rider. I see. So, Lotta Josh, what are you up to tonight? Let's see here. All right. So, I still haven't seen any Posh Closets dropped in the chat. I really want to help share. So, I'm guessing just a lot of you
When I had the strippers
don't sell on Poshmark. I came on here thinking it would be a hit with people if we were all sharing each other's closets, but I haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, like one struck.
I'm not going to say I'm disappointed, but I'm a little let down because I was in the mood to share.
It was like right there.
Hey, Sam.
Yep, there was. It just hit right there too.
Thank you, Sheila. I was saying, I got this shirt on Poshmark, and actually, I don't know if she has any more. I actually looked a couple days ago, and she did not have any more put up. But she sent me a card. Her Poshmark store is Rosie's Recycles, and I'm going to try to hold it up. See if you guys can see it.
In-game voice.
Hold on. Got to put down the wines for a minute and see if you guys can actually see what it says. It's Rosie's Recycles on Poshmark, if you guys want to go look. It's super soft too. It's like one of the softest t-shirts I've ever had.
Like watching like the platform. You'll see it.
Okay. Well, I just copied your name from the chat, and I'm going to go plug it into Poshmark, and I'm going to share that way. Nope, I got it. I got Val's right now, and I'm going to share it. Oh, Valerie, you got some cute stuff over here. You guys should definitely pop in over at Valerie's Closet. These pictures are excellent.
Pretty good.
Like way better than mine. Oh, I like these Aztec purses. Those are super cute.
Yeah, but she's always been pretty chill. Lena does his thing. Tracy does her thing.
So, you guys, I don't know if you were around for the working hangout this morning, but if you didn't know, we've been homeschooling my 7-year-old, but we've decided to put him in school. So he will start on Monday. And yeah, so
going to school now.
And the deal is the school's not very far away, so it won't take me long to get him there. It'll probably take me 2 minutes driving down the street to get him to school, and then I can come back home and list or do whatever I have to do. Or guess what?
Luckily,
I can go thrifting
2 blocks
alone.
Away.
It's going to be amazing. Not that I don't love taking my child with me, but it is just a little more difficult to get anything done. Hey, Rebecca. I don't really know if he's like super excited. I mean, he ain't mad about it. But so we had him in daycare several years ago. He's 7 now. So, and then yeah, there was all this like sickness and all the stuff in the daycare, and he was sick, and so we just pulled him out of that. And to save money, we took him out of daycare because I was at a point that I was able to stay home with him and do reselling, and it was working out. And so I just think now he needs to have the connection again with other children. He needs to get, how you say, I don't really know what the word for it is, but he needs to get back in with other kids so he can know how to act. Because his social behaviors are not where they need to be. So we're trying to get him mingled back in with the other children, so hopefully he can start learning how to act, basically. He's not a bad kid. He just needs to get those skills.
In the wintertime when it snowed, there would be kids who would ride their snowmobile. They would leave the house like 3 hours early and go ride snowmobiles all night, and then show up at school all covered in snow, and park their snowmobile outside and go to school, and then they'd leave.
My Facebook just like blew up over there. Hey, Mary.
We lived out in the country though, so
I have to like expand the chat on my screen because I feel like I keep missing people saying hello or saying anything. Yes,
I lived in
Jason.
farm country.
I'm only gonna have one glass of wine tonight though because last night was rough. I won't even lie to you. I hadn't had
Our school
beers
was
in a
actually
while,
in the
and I had 3
cornfields.
beers last night, and the last 2 beers I had were 8.5s. I didn't really feel bad this morning when I woke up, but I definitely had a little hint of a headache. But as soon as I got coffee in me, I was all better. But yeah, so I'm having the one glass tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to overdo that, and I'm definitely trying to amp up on water.
Yeah, we got a lot of that here. A lot of Amish.
I definitely, Jason,
Or
I need to
some
figure out where you got that s'mores beer from and see if they have it locally here. I kind of doubt it because like all the good stuff is not here. Yeah, I mean, it's not that we don't like homeschooling with him. He just really needs to get back in with the other kids so that he can have the social skills, and then when he graduates, he can go get a job and function in society. And I just feel like him here with me all day, he was not getting that.
Like when Stewie found
I mean, he knows how we act and our family acts, but he wasn't involved in any other activities like Boy Scouts or anything like that. So he needs to go to school so he can get those skills.
It's not about changing my.
You got it from Walmart. Okay, well, they're still probably not going to have it, but
like character name.
I may see if I can figure out what the closest place is that has it and see if I can maybe get Walmart to like ship it in for me or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Game name for Fantasy Star Online, but I can't
remember. Not on clearance. We wish, right? I will tell you though. It was the Summer Shandy, right? Oh, he's got his headphones back on. He can't hear me.
I think it was like
anyway
or something like that.
So it was going out of season, and the Summer Shandy beer is obviously a summer, spring summer beer. And we went to the liquor store, and they had tons of cases of it. And what did we get those cases of beer for? Like $1? Yeah, we got 3 or 4 cases, like 12 packs of bottles, for $1 a piece. Yeah, but just because they were going out of season, it was amazing because that's our favorite beer currently.
When they look at their friends list, and I'm like, who the hell is this? Is that gross?
Almost embarrassed to share. And well, Craig, I am going to share yours right now as well. And you guys, if it's obvious that I missed your Poshmark closet name, please put it again in the chat. I really do want to share for everybody that's here. Oh, somebody got that link. Thank you. Is it bad that I don't know who Jeff Bates is? Craig. He looks familiar on that shirt. Oh, I do know who that is, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you who he was or I wouldn't recognize him just by his face.
What is
Jeremy's goofy.
Green ring flying around this?
Oh, you're welcome, Valerie. I mean, anytime. And Craig, I also have a Chicago Bears Cutler women's jersey in my closet. That Patagonia shirt that you sold, did that sell pretty quickly? I feel like it probably did.
Yeah, that's the next thing I gotta do. I want to level up.
Murray says we got it. Just keep clicking. Yeah, that's going to be like the majority of the show, me clicking away.
They're maxed out.
Let's see. Yeah, definitely get that listed. It'll probably be some good money, Craig. Less than 24 hours. I'm not shocked. Yeah, Patagonia does well. I've sold several pieces. I want to
Yeah,
find one of those Patagonia jackets that's like this, but it's like that thick.
If I have
I think it's
the
called like
Prime
Deep
version,
Pile
I
or
just
something like that.
can't
It's those really
find a
plushy,
reason
like
why I
teddy
can't do
bear.
because that slot's money.
feeling.
Like,
No,
there's
I'm
so
not
much more I
from
could do
Santa
with
Claus,
the
Indiana.
platinum
I am from
instead
Fort
of
Wayne,
the
Indiana.
extra
Or not
slots
from
that-
Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm in Fort Wayne,
Like, if there's
Indiana. I'm
36
originally from
frames
Tuscaloosa,
in
Alabama.
them, I don't need
Roll
like
Tide.
what is it, 72? I don't need
All right,
72
Jason.
slots. That's
Playing
just-
Call of Duty with your
that's
buddy.
it.
All right, well, y'all have fun. Drink the beers.
'Cause
We'll talk to you
there's
later.
way more weapons that we'll need, especially.
I'm scrolling up the chat, looking for more names, more posh closets.
See,
All right, until you guys post them, I'm going to be sharing my closet.
but I thought you could because because you know you can go in the codec and restart the mission. So like Limbo, you can go in and restart the Limbo runs.
Okay, so
Yes, you have to
I
check.
see someone shared about 10 of my listings, but excuse me, caught up a little bit. JK Sell again.
But who's gonna delete their
Is that person in the chat? I mean, I'm going to share back regardless, but
Oh yeah, true. That's...
you guys tell me if that's your posh name. Sorry if you didn't want to be called out. Oops. That's my bad.
I'll probably end up having to do that because I know I didn't get all mine, which is kind of. Which that's the least of my worries.
There's a shirt in this closet that says 5-day juice cleanse, and it's got like 5 different liquor bottles. It's a Tommy Bahama shirt. That is really cool.
Did you ever see anything about this? I guess it's on Cetus or yeah, Cetus. That there's this area in the town once you've like played everything. There's a D symbol, something like that. The
3 or 4 links now. Okay.
what's the damn? Are you live right now still?
I see Jen's Poshmark closet, which I am going to right now.
Uh,
And Jen, I was not following you yet,
developers
but I
logo.
am now,
Is that
and
the-
I am sharing.
It has that on the
Let's see. Let's scroll to the bottom of the chat.
something like on a rock.
Mary
You
says,
go
is something
to
wrong with
find it.
iPad that doesn't space
And
right?
supposedly you can click on it. It's like end credits.
I don't know about that. I use my iPad all the time, and I don't have any
People
problems.
names
Why are
and
you
stuff.
scared of Poshmark, Mary? It's really not difficult. I mean, it's almost easier to list on Poshmark than it is to list on eBay.
I was trying to find some
There's
YouTube
way less,
video or if there's
how you
some
say,
sort of
intimate
like a-
details that you have to put on
That's
Poshmark.
what I'm surprised about. Normally these type of games.
But I typically list on
They don't
eBay
have
first, and then
that
if it can go to Poshmark, I will do that
But they
and just
have
copy
like
my
a-
description. Yeah, and just
They have like a
slide it over to Poshmark and
an
Mercari.
option in the settings that you can do credits.
That is a cute Judith Marsh dress you have in your closet, Jen.
I totally started playing Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh, I like that
Part
zebra
2,
shirt, too.
well, prequel, whatever that was called. Golden Torn or whatever.
I noticed, Jen, that you also have some silver
Okay,
jeans in your
before
closet.
before this
I
thing-
also have a pair,
before
and
they
I
got
cannot
me
move them for
before
the life of me on eBay or Poshmark.
and I haven't touched
I have had somebody ask me about
Well, 'cause I played
the fabric content, which I
crap,
usually
Xenoblade
provide a picture of the
Chronicles.
tag with the fabric content on it, but
played
I don't
probably
know.
$300 or $400,
Maybe I didn't for
probably
that.
more.
But that's about all the interest.
And,
I answered her question, never heard back from her.
then Mark
So,
was like, dude, you gotta play Warfare, and Corey and I are playing.
all right. I see
I was like,
Sheila's
"Yeah, I
closet
don't know, I tried it
name.
on the PC and it
Let's
kinda
go do that right quick.
sucked. Because I had it installed on my Switch, I just never played it.
My mother's name is Sheila, and so your name really sticks out to me.
Well, that's it for me. I'm stuck on this.
Sheila, are you planning on listing some more? I see you sold an item, or have you just been deleting things? Like if they sold on another platform or something is what I mean. Because I'm going to share these things that you do have available several times.
So my buddy said that I used to work with, he actually used to work with Mark and I too. But that's what I was telling you about. I was like, yeah, man, it's on Switch. He didn't even know about it. He was like, I didn't know that.
Hey, Chris.
And he was like, can I use my save game?
All right. And
like,
let's
and I told him
see.
how it works, and he's like, yeah,
That
no,
one
I'm
out.
not doing that.
Every
He's
time I
like,
click on a link, it
everything I
opens a
have
new
is
tab on
Prime.
my screen. So I had like 4 or 5 links
He's
open.
like,
I
Prime,
close out.
all the Prime stuff and all.
Let's see.
Prime
There's
frame
Rebecca.
stuff
And
there.
Rebecca, I followed you and I'm sharing. So, Chris, if you're still here, I'm assuming you're listing some stuff tonight.
Well, the thing that's messed up is that.
And if you weren't here a few minutes ago,
if somebody gets
was
a
telling
Switch
them about
tomorrow before their
how
birthday,
I listed something on Posh or on Mercari, and it sold within 5 minutes.
Affordable Switch.
It was pretty amazing. It was a Gimmicks by BKE shirt that sold for $30, and they didn't make an offer on it. They just bought it straight out within 5 minutes of listing. I was shocked. It was kind of one of those moments of like, I will never not be grateful for a sale, but it's kind of one of those things where you wish you had the intuition of knowing that it would sell faster on a certain platform, in which case with clothing, you really just don't know where it typically might sell faster. So which kind of caught me off guard that it sold so fast on Mercari.
I don't see a negative reason why you can't.
That is a cute exhilaration bathing suit. That 2-piece,
transfer.
super cute.
Get a Switch and you want to play it.
And yes, Rebecca, that was in your closet. That is super cute. I love those little frilly ruffles. Plato's Closet, 90% off sale tomorrow. Is that like just for your area, or is that like company wide? Do you know?
Multiple transfers doesn't make sense to me, I don't think, because then you could be doubling up on stuff.
And it was clothing, yeah. Craig, if you were talking about my shirt that's sold. Mary, I don't know if Jason is still in the chat, Thrift Trader, but he does shoes often. He does a lot of boots and stuff, and that if they're fancy and expensive, they probably do pretty well on Poshmark. Yeah, Craig, it really is. You guys, if you, I see now that a lot of you are actually Poshmark sellers. I don't particularly love sharing on Poshmark, but that is how you make the sales.
Back and forth.
It's rare that like I don't share my closet all day, that I'll make a sale. Like I share my closet probably about 5 or 6 times a day.
Because I think that like,
and it's not that I'm sitting here all day just clicking away, because that's not the case. Like I have to find that 15 minutes every now and again to sit down. Or like if I'm doing the work in Hangouts, I'll share my closet when I sit down and start to do that. And then I'll do eBay stuff and whatever else if I need to cross post. But I will say that pretty much every time I get a chance to come in here and sit down and work on business, I will give my Poshmark closet a share through first, just to kind of get that ball rolling, you know. See if anybody spur of the moment sees something they want and just buys it.
See, because that's the thing is with me, if I go to school, if I had a break between classes.
Let's see. I apologize, guys. I'm looking up through the chat to see the links that were posted.
Probably less.
Dansko is a good brand, but you say nursing shoes and they are expensive. Yes. Just make sure that if you're getting them from a thrift store, that you bend, like take the shoe and turn it upside down and have the sole in your hand and bend it and make sure it doesn't start crumbling. But do that while you're in the store. Don't wait till you get home, because you don't want to pay whatever price you're paying for shoes and then get home and do the test and it falls apart in your hand.
My PC can or if I go to my sister's house and I forgot to bring my Switch cord.
You haven't had a sale since November. Are you sharing every day, Rebecca? I don't have a sale on Poshmark every day. I probably have, like, it really comes in spurts for me. Like I'll have days where I make
plus
3 or
10
4
crit
sales.
minus
I have days where I make 1 sale, and then I have
15
days where I don't make
channeling
any sales.
efficiency. True punishment.
Those black soles too on those nursing shoes, Mary. I've seen those do it. Not personally. I don't find Danskos very often, and when I do, my Goodwills are way too expensive for shoes for me to be able to purchase and still make any money. But yeah, even the black soled ones, the black soled nursing shoes, like the non-skid ones or non-slip, whatever they call it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I would just
still
like
bend those too.
My laptop and
but yeah, I know what you mean by like the
if you
cork
guys are
sole
playing.
crumbling. Yeah, it's about the same.
I mean, I'm not even really concerned about. Oh, I got stuck in it.
All right, Chris, I'll talk to you later. Have fun listing.
About crossplay all that much, but it's just like if I wanted to get in and level
all
on
right,
Saturn or
so
something. Yeah.
Clicking another link, going into share.
Because like alerts. If I left my Switch at home and there was an alert for something I needed, like Nightan, I can jump on my laptop. That would be awesome.
Right. And I'm in Janine's closet now. Janine, I was already following you.
Would also be awesome
that is awesome.
I get my PC set up, and you guys wanted me to play with you.
Girl, look at that Victoria's Secret robe. That is super cute. I actually sold one of those. It was the red one. It was red with white hearts. It hasn't been too long ago, actually. I sold it for about the price you have it listed to.
I don't know. When I played this on the PC, I think I connected my Xbox controller because I just.
My best aunt got me this shirt. That's cute.
Mouse that just kind of trips me out. Oh yeah. I would have to have one of those.
So I noticed that some of you guys have H&M. I love picking up H&M.
Like
it's a basic bread and butter item that I can get pretty cheap, but they do really well.
Quick buttons.
And I did not know what H&M was until I moved to Indiana, because apparently we don't have that unless it's there now within the past 3 years that I have not lived in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. So now that I've moved up here, I see it a lot in the thrift stores, and so of course I searched it, and it does pretty well. I'm not saying like $80, $90 well, you know what I mean? Like it's your basic mall brand pricing. But if you get it for $1 or so, then it's worth it. It's been sitting for a while.
I really want to get.
Just scroll down enough to see that that BCBG crop jacket. That is super cute.
Star Citizen on PC.
Super cute. Those structured shoulders on that.
Yeah,
that is adorable.
It's still in like.
I'm really surprised somebody hadn't snapped that up yet.
It's playable. You can buy a pack. Well, you buy a ship.
Look at those Chico's jeans. I love those patches.
$25 or $35.
That lace is cute.
And you get a ship. And
so you guys, I know everybody's like burnt out on hearing about LuLaRoe, okay?
And
I really don't pick up LuLaRoe anymore. Now, yes, I see the skirt in your closet, Janine. And I do have some LuLaRoe pieces still listed in my closet. That is one thing that is sitting for me. I think like last week, I had a pair of teal with yellow sunflowers on them, leggings, and they sold for like $12. And those things have been sitting for about 2 years. That's how dead LuLaRoe is to me in Poshmark and eBay. Like I don't think I have any of it listed on eBay anymore, just because it ended and I did not relist it.
I think what they're doing is they're working more. They're putting more of their resources into Squadron. What it's called, Squadron 42.
The only tip for Poshmark I can say is try to list a few new items every day. That's not possible for a lot of people. I try to come in here and list, at least 3 to 4 new items every day. I try for more than that. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Just depends on how the day goes. Some days I don't get anything new listed on any platform. That's just how my life goes right now. I plan on changing that come Monday when my kids start going back to school. So I'm getting to that point where I can list a whole lot more, hopefully, if things go as planned. Sharing your Poshmark closet is vital.
We have voice chat.
So yes,
But
occasionally you will have a
the
person come
camera
through.
that you
If
have
you
on
haven't shared
your-
your stuff in a week,
like if you have a
it does
webcam
say
and
it
stuff,
at the top of your closet. This item hasn't
what
been.
it does is when you're looking
I forget
at
what
my
I forget what the exact wording is. Let me look.
facing each other.
Let me see if I can find one.
My facial expressions and my mouth.
Like it'll
and
say
everything
updated an
goes.
hour ago. It'll
So you
say
can see when I'm
updated
mad or sad or happy. Or
August
laughing.
22nd or something like that. You know what I mean? And that's how
Yeah.
people can kind of tell if someone
Yeah,
is still
the-
active on Poshmark.
So
If it's been
yeah, it's
many,
just-
many
it's
months
nuts,
since
like,
they
you
shared their
can-
items.
You actually have to
So,
accurately land your
You
shit.
really
You
just need to keep your
crash
items in
land it
rotation, and that's
and
how they
just
get in
jump
front
out
of
it whenever you want.
new eyes, prospective buyers. That is my tip. I share my
The
closet
dude
often,
I was
and I
talking
have
about
been
that
doing
didn't wanna
pretty well.
switch his PC over to
I'm not
his
bragging,
Warframe
but
from PC to Switch.
I am
'cause he
home a
missed
lot,
the PC migration.
and when I'm not home, I'm
He played it,
most likely
or he has
thrifting.
it,
And
and
so
he has these,
while
like,
I'm home, every time I
there's,
come sit down, like I said
$500.
earlier, the first thing I do when I sit down at my chair to start working on business things is to give my Poshmark closet a share, to get it in the rotation again,
I forget the brand
in front of new eyes, and
and
that
it's, pretty much
most of the time will result in a
It's like a
sale or an
left and
offer.
right.
Not every time.
And it's kind of like a Star Trek.
So that's
like,
just not realistic.
the
So
left one you move up and down for like thrust, and then the other one is like your left
see
and right.
Linda and Janine, you
And it
guys are
has,
talking
like,
about
all
hit the
little
edit and share. Do you
switches
guys
and
still
stuff
do you
to
guys
fire
do
up
that?
your
Because
shit
I
and
have not
everything.
done that in forever long.
But he got it for free.
I know there was
from, like,
somebody said something about
Raffle
it.
or something.
It makes your
He did.
listing look like it was just a listed or something like that.
But he said you could map all the buttons. So.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Let me get my
He said for
closet
that
pulled up.
game, he has it on the left and on the right of his keyboard, and so like when he's
Let me
flying
find something
around,
cute rather than just
it
a
actually
t-shirt.
feels like he's sitting in a commander's chair, like on Star Trek,
Okay.
and sitting there controlling.
We'll go with
shit
these guys.
and can use his keyboard and mouse to do stuff.
So Janine, can you put it in the chat? Like, do you know how to share?
Pretty neat though.
I will screen share right quick, just in case anybody doesn't know or is new to Poshmark.
To me, like it seems like the game is exactly like this.
Okay.
Only you actually have to fly to the planets, and you have to actually land.
I'm gonna see if I
and then
can.
you have to get back to
I had
your
this
ship,
problem
and you have to-
earlier. Anyway,
You have like a.
you guys, can you tell me if you
like
can
a
see that
ship
clearly?
rover type thing that you actually have to get out. You
There we
have to
go.
launch your ship and
So
flip the
obviously
switch
here
and drop
you
down
have
little,
your share button. If you click share,
your
it's going to
ramp.
pop up share to
You
your
drive it up,
followers,
and you can't just
or you can
crash
share
into
to
the thing. You
whatever
actually have to
party. Like
carefully
this is a style crush
drive it
party, and I
into
don't
the
know if there's
docking
any
station.
limitations on what you can share
You
into
get
that.
out,
Some of
you
the
go
parties they do have
walk in
limitations like
your,
brands and
uh,
styles and things like that, but
command console
okay, so it
area,
let me
you
share
actually
to that
fire
party
up
as
the
well. So
ship
there must
and
not
take
be a whole
off.
bunch of limitation on that.
So it's like super realistic
You can go up
type
here
procedures.
and you can see everybody who has shared your items recently. And again, let's see. If this is one of you guys, here's your Poshmark closet. Sorry if you didn't want it shared. I apologize. Let's see. And then on someone else's listings, if you're looking at it, you can just click that little button.
Well, yeah, and I think
Share it
they
to your
have that,
followers.
like, they
Share
have
it to your
some
followers.
handicaps in there. It's not
Share it to your followers.
like going to be ridiculously hard.
Yes,
It's
Janine,
gonna be throttling down,
I do
and
both,
you
but
hover.
it's
I don't think
definitely
you have to, like,
easier and much faster on the computer for me. So I apologize if you guys come into a video every now and then, you hear me clicking away. You can just assume that that's what I'm doing. So let's see. They said at the Posh Fest last summer,
Well, I think it's more of like
it doesn't
it's a
really do
simulator
anything,
type game,
to
so
refresh your listing or anything like that. I haven't done that edit, share, whatever, edit, relist, or whatever that was. I cannot even
I think it's
remember
more
it,
of
what
a-
it's called. It's been so long since I've done that.
true.
Yeah, Valerie's agreeing that it's definitely easier on the computer. Definitely. And you guys can see that I have the bigger old tide back there. You probably can't read it, but most people probably get the gist.
This thing
Anyway, I'm going to
moves
stop
a
screen
lot
sharing
more.
now.
don't know.
I will, I am going to brag a little bit about this because it actually took me a very long time. It took me probably, oh gosh, I don't know, like 4 years to get to this number, but I have 101,000 followers on Poshmark right now, and I'm pretty proud of it. I did not make an Instagram post simply because I forgot, but here it is. So yeah. And if you guys didn't know, you can post makeup and jewelry, and don't laugh at my elf makeup. I know it's not expensive makeup. But yeah, that is actually a craft tote right there, but it's still a tote bag. So I listed it anyway. I don't think it's outside of the Poshmark guidelines being it's a tote bag. And this is one of my best finds lately. Craig, I know you've already seen this. Some of you probably seen it, but yeah, Lucky Charms Pearl Izumi. It's from 2006. That it says on the tag that it's 2006. But yeah, I listed it high because I know that somebody, when it starts warming up, then people get into their bike racing and their cycling and all of that. Somebody's gonna want this, or somebody's gonna make me a real good offer on it. So, and I would definitely accept an offer. But I have sold.
Yeah,
what's the word for it?
You can.
Oh man, I lost the word for it. It's not graphic. Anyway, I can't think of it, but I actually sold. I'll see if I can show you this one. In my sold listings, another one I'm super proud of, and I figured that it would sell on Poshmark. Let's see. I gotta go to highest because it's one of the highest priced items I've ever sold on Poshmark. This Campbell's soup. It's vintage Campbell's soup. I think it was from 82. Yeah, it just looks like the soup can. And had that puffy lettering on it.
Yeah.
There's a picture of the Campbell's tag. It's actually Campbell's sportswear that was manufactured for the Campbell's company. And right here, oh, it was 1988, I think it says. Yeah, so, yeah. But that one sold for $162. I was real proud of that. I think I paid about $2 for that. Thank you, Janine. Another fast sale for me was, I think I sold these within a day of listing them. And don't mind my pictures. This was back when I didn't do the white backgrounds for anything. But these Blundstone black leather boots, and Jason will be proud of me on this one, if he's still here. These boots, I mean, they were used, but they were still in like really, really, really good condition. And they sold for $85 within a day of listing. So yeah, and I actually did put the original price of them because I don't know why I put it. I don't now put the original price of anything, but I mean, if the buyer wants to go and look that up, then that's on them. But yeah, it was a thrift store find for those as well. I think I might have had $5 in those. And sorry guys, I know I'm going over my sold listings right now. Sorry. But if you guys find these Grey's Anatomy scrub tops, one by itself doesn't really do that great for me. I think I've sold them for like $12 or $13 or something like that before. But I lotted these all together, and obviously they sold for $80. So that's $20 a piece. So yeah, definitely lot them up if you find them. Those were all in like new condition. Let's see. Yeah, see, there's that Eileen Fisher coat. I did sell that one on Poshmark. But oh my gosh, you guys, if you guys, so type a 1 in the chat if you know anything about St. John clothing. And just kind of take a little survey there.
Yeah, I was in class the other day.
I need some opinions because I really feel like I sold out on this item. Like not sold out, like sold out. It did sell, obviously. But I want to know what you would have done in this situation. Craig doesn't know about St. John. St. John is a good thing to be on the lookout for. This one did not sell for much because it had a couple of, I'm going to show you. This is actually the neck of the shirt. And if you can see right here, they call them paillettes, I think, or paillettes. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Jason says St. John is the shit. Yeah, it really is. This one did not do well for me just because it was missing a couple of these. See how those are bright and shiny right there? It was missing one here, and like it just had a couple around. I think there was like 4 of those payets, I guess, missing. None of those rhinestones were missing. Like, it was excellent. No picks or anything. It was perfect except for those little payet things missing. So it took me a really, really long time. And as you guys can see, I have 30 likers on that. And then somebody said, yeah, she said she didn't know how to fix those little payet things or she would have bought it. And then I just eventually lowered the price enough to pique somebody's interest in that one. But that was the only thing holding it back, was those little shiny silver pieces missing. And I had it originally listed for like $600. And just all those likes were coming in. But I feel like everybody was seeing that.
This better give me my credit.
Those couple of missing things. Even though looking at the suit, you couldn't tell. You could not tell at all. But everybody saw that it had a flaw, and they weren't spending that kind of money for something that had a slight flaw that you couldn't even tell on it.
Was definitely
anyway,
normal.
I'm going to stop screen sharing now. Let's see. Stop. Okay. Come on. There I am. I'm back. Okay, so I'm going to look back over the chat now and see what I missed.
To me, it's funny because they're always like level 5 and 6.
Janine, I do not go to the Goodwill bins. That's not to say that I wouldn't if they were a lot closer. I have Goodwill bins, 4 locations of Goodwill bins in Indianapolis, but that is about 2 hours away from me. Excuse me. So, yeah, if I'm ever that way, of course I will stop there. My husband, however, if he's with me, they have to go somewhere else. They won't, him and my son will not go into the bins, or, I mean, I kind of make my son go into the thrift store with me sometimes, but I can't get Jeremy to go into a thrift store because he would die. His allergies are just that bad. I can't deal with it. But yeah, Janine, get those if you have those Grey's Anatomy scrubbed, get them up there.
The whole bubble with arrows.
Closed mentor. It was probably just a bad day, and I know it seems like I have a little story about everything right now, but the people who work in the local one here, it's probably been a year or more that I've been in there, but the people that were working that day when I went in there were just not very nice.
So yeah,
I didn't seem to have time for anybody, so I haven't been back. Not because I don't want to go. Like, I do want to go look around, but like, just a little, you know what I mean? Kind of get that stigma when somebody's not nice to you. You're not like eager to go back real quick. But it's also across town, so I don't really go over there. It's probably like a 30-minute drive for me to get over there. All right, Jason.
I have so many fracturing wounds from
Yeah, so I'm not really keen on supporting a bunch of business that is not nice to their customers. Because I could have spent a lot of money. I actually had things in my cart.
See this container right here?
And I ended up leaving and not purchasing any of it because the woman was so rude to me.
Arrows. That's what I was doing to his bubble.
Let's see.
There's like 12, I think.
Oh God, man. Like, I've seen listings on eBay for St. John's Bay with the price spiked because they were plainly confused between St. John and St. John's Bay. It was ridiculous. All right, I'm scrolling up to see what I missed. Shoe Man approves. Yep. Those Blundstones were an awesome flip, and I haven't seen any of those since. So. Let's see. We covered sharing on the computer, and that is just my opinion. When I'm laying in bed before I go to sleep, I will sometimes pick up my phone and share. Like, I'll just sort it from highest to lowest, because obviously if you're not going to share your entire closet, you want to share what's going to make you the most money. But like, if you're just going to share 10 of your items before you pass out of sleep, then share what's most valuable to you. So, and I'll do that on my phone, and it doesn't really take that long, but when you're sharing 150 items from your phone, it takes
17 arrows.
Like, where it takes me about 3 seconds to share it on the computer, it takes like 10 seconds to share it on Posh. Or maybe not quite that long, but you know, it's just a little longer process. A 2-hour ride. You're going to take a trip to New York and find a Goodwill there. That would
keep
probably be
it
excellent.
until I get a second or third
Yeah.
one. Probably a third one.
Like I would love to go to some California Goodwills. I bet that is ripe for the picking.
I pretty much keep at least 2.
Probably pretty
each
expensive though.
month,
Probably
because
more
if I max
more
one
expensive
out
than
and I want,
anything I see.
like, obviously, if you have a maxed out vitality, you can't use that unless you have vitality.
Goodwills in my general area, I have a Goodwill about 2 blocks from me that way. And the Salvation Army is probably about 10 minutes from me. Oh, gosh. Another Goodwill probably about 10 minutes from me. So I'm surrounded by Goodwills and Salvation Armies. But I primarily visit the Goodwill that's right here closest to me. And then there's a Salvation Army. I lied. There is a Salvation Army. And I don't know, like, you guys tell me, do you have a Salvation Army in your area that does similar operations to the bins? Because my Salvation Army that's right here down the street, it's a Salvation Army last chance dollar store. So everything in the store is $1. But books, and like small, things like silverware and stuff like that, they'll do 4 for $1. But clothing, each piece is $1. Books are a quarter, I think, or maybe 50 cents. But most everything, like big things like toys and all that stuff, are $1. And they will individually price furniture, but it doesn't really get any more expensive than like $10. And they get some pretty nice stuff in there for $10. So.
And that's because I have this.
But yeah, you guys tell me if you have a Salvation Army that is anything like that. Because it's the first I've ever seen.
The split chamber double it?
We definitely did not have anything like that in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah. Because that kind of makes sense.
I actually need to watch some more of Ronnie's videos and get in on that high-end clothing because I don't feel like I know enough about it.
I think it had 5 or 6 to begin with.
Okay.
Or not 5 or 6, 6 or 7.
I need to know, how did Salvation Army start being called salvos? I know Ryan and Allie call it salvos. Like, I've never heard it called that until I heard them start calling it that.
At least I got the credits I needed.
His is all men's. Well, there you go. Like, I hardly ever look at like the suit jackets and things like that, just because I don't know much about it. Like, I mean, I'm sure I would know a Calvin Klein. I would, if it's cheap enough, I know to pick it up. But like, I don't know any of like the $200 or $300 or $400 brands like that. No, not like I know women's clothing. I know what Red Hat Society is, Craig. I guess I missed the question or something. Hey, Rough Stump. Thanks for stopping by.
Damn. Imagine if
everybody's is different because my Goodwill never has any 99-cent days, and I wish they would. Ours only does half off of the color of the week.
Well, no.
Like they rotate a different color a week.
So
Yeah, but actually, this coming up Saturday is our area Goodwill's entire store like half off day, so I'll definitely be over there. I am trying. I have several bags of clothing to list, so this Saturday I will be trying. No promises, but I will be trying to not bring home any more clothing. Did you guys hear that? He knows better.
Lies.
Brandy says that her Goodwill had a 50-cent day. Man, that is amazing. I hope you got some good stuff because, dang, man. I think on clothing, I'm not lying to you. Like other than like socks, and I only buy socks if they are new socks, like still sealed with the little like paper label on it and like a little plastic thingy through it still. Like I don't buy any kind of used socks or anything like that. But our Goodwill does do socks 99 cents. And actually, I hate to admit that I paid $6 for a Torrid bra that I just sold in on my Poshmark account. But it sold for like $30, so I wasn't too mad about it. But I don't like to pay that much. So. Sue Ann says, I haven't been to Goodwill in weeks. I'm almost exclusively sourcing from auctions right now. See, I don't do that. I'm hoping that when we get into our own home that I can find a local auction house here. And is that what you meant, or did you mean like? I assume that's what you meant, like an auction house. You have to clarify on that for me, please.
I saw a lot of people
Oh,
with,
Marie says, are you talking about Red
Ribbon
Hat
Box where
Society?
it
Is a
looked
thrift store
pretty
not associated with the society? That's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm reading in the chat, guys. Auction houses and estate sales.
So,
That is cool. Like, I have a friend who actually works, he's a reseller. He actually also works for an estate sale company. So yeah, he gets lots of amazing things.
119 extract and 9
And every time he's at
kilograms.
an estate sale and it's like the last day and the stuff that they have left over, those people kind of, I don't know how they divvy that stuff out, but he'll be standing in the closet of some house and he'll get me on FaceTime and be like, I need you to tell me what a good brand is. So he'll flip through the tags and I'll tell him, yes, pick this. No, don't pick that. That's cheap. You know, not going to sell. Douglas, you work estate sales too, so you kind of know what I'm talking about then. I'm sure you guys get to go through there and look and see about stuff you want.
The dojo.
Still going through everything. I just moved them all closer last month.
Big.
What? You found $9,000 in cash in a trash bag. I could only dream, girl.
Fires 7 beams of continuous biochemical energy, which depletes the life of any surplus.
I mean, a couple weeks ago, I put it on Instagram if anybody wants to go look. It's tracy.thrifts.it. But I found... Okay, so you know when Goodwill brings out a new rack of clothing and they kind of like leave it sitting in the middle of the aisle and they'll take stuff off of it and go put it where it goes, right? Well, I just happened to see a fresh rack roll out. And so I went over there. She took like a couple shirts off the end of it. And so like I ran over there real quick to flip through. And I always check pockets. $5 in a Levi's jacket, a Levi's denim jacket, or $10. It was two $5 bills in a pocket. So, and I wasn't getting that jacket, right? So I'm not saying it's a bad brand. Let me clear that up. But I just wasn't getting that jacket because they had it priced way too high. So, and I kept flipping, and obviously whoever was in the back was not checking pockets that day because I totally found another dollar bill in a pair of pants about 3 flips down. So yeah, made that happen. But $11 in money in pockets is my highest to date. So I'm still waiting on that 20 or more. Let's see. I saw a question and then I lost it. It was about restoring dress shoes. I think it was it Douglas? Oh my gosh, I lost the question. Tim Heck, if you don't already know Heck's Treasures, they deal in a lot of vintage clothing and just vintage smalls like you were talking about. So Heck's Treasures is a good channel to watch for vintage things. I do some vintage, but not like a lot. Not enough to say like, go watch my channel because I'm doing vintage. No, it's not like that. Janine says she's never been to an estate sale. I haven't been to many. I've been to probably a handful. That's why I'm so excited to get our own place and actually have, if I buy something, I want to have a place to put it, and I can't bring all that stuff into my mother-in-law's home right now. So. Marie says she found $50 or $50 50 in a tote that I spent a quarter on. Okay, well I hope it was $50 if you spent a quarter on the tote. Rump Stuff says that's crazy. I've only found money in my own pockets. Same, girl. Or finding some dollar bills in the dryer. What? Were you talking to me? Okay, never mind. I thought he said my name for some reason. I don't know. Surprise, surprise. That's right, Craig. I need that to happen to me.
Crank it out.
Any last minute Poshmark closet names? And if I didn't share your closet, please call me on it because I very well could have missed it. So if you looked and I didn't share your closet, please put it again and I will go do it right now. I'm not going to be on a whole lot longer but I will copy the names down and open them in new links and new tabs. I'll get it right one of these times, and I will share your closet. So, because I really want to do that for everybody who took the time to come hang out with me tonight. There's 22 people watching right now, so that is awesome.
Itzel Arcwing Systems.
And thank you so much, guys. I noticed that 18 of you have already hit that like button, so that is amazing. Thank you so much. There's one thumbs down, but that's okay. That is perfectly okay. I'm not even mad about it. I've had a half a glass of wine. I'm kind of pacing myself, not doing the whole 2 or 3 glasses of wine tonight. No, boo, I need some water. So, yeah, let's see. I see. I thought that was a Poshmark link. Apparently, I need to scroll down in the chat. Well, Douglas, when you get your Poshmark closet rolling, definitely let me know again. You can leave me a comment on a video if you want to, and I will definitely go in and share. All right, Sue Ann says her closet is Watch Me Sew.
This one's like the weird.
Hey, Scott. Oh, Scott, I didn't share your closet. Jokes. Your Amazon closet? Is that what we're talking about? All right, so I've got Watch Me Sew. I'm going to go to Poshmark right now and share some of Sue's closet. Bearded Picker and Craig, you guys can handle the chat for a minute while I share, right? I like that gold pendant. That's really pretty. It's real dainty. Oh my gosh, that Lady and the Tramp purse though. Super cute. I love like everything Lady and the Tramp. It's probably, I don't know, it's probably my favorite Disney movie if I had to say one. Do you guys do good with the Lily Bloom brand? Because I see that brand all the time. And I need to look up comps. There was a bag that I did not pick up the other day. It was in pretty good condition. I think it was called Cinda B. And I didn't pick it up. I didn't really have time to stop and look it up. I was basically leaving the store when I spotted it, and I had to get home for dinner. But yeah, so I did not look it up, and I left it behind, even though it was in good condition. But Cinda B, you guys tell me in the chat if you pick it up. Brandy says, old and haven't unpacked from moving last year. That's fair. Hey, Shane. You can make good money on Lily Bloom, but it doesn't flip quick. So, I mean, I've never picked it up, but I see it a lot. So that was Sue's closet I just shared. Any last name droppers for Poshmark? Craig, I feel like next time we're going to have to definitely tell them to keep it a little more PG-13. Looking over the chat one more time to make sure that I didn't miss anybody's name drop. All right, guys. Well, I guess that is about it for me. I'm going to get off of here because it is 12:30 and I have to get up at a decent hour in the morning. So, but thank you all for stopping in. And as always, if I didn't share your closet tonight and you did share your name, please put it in a comment below after the video is posted. And I will definitely go back in and share because I want to make sure that I share for everybody who showed up and talk to me while I was sharing my closet and others' closets. So even if you didn't share it during the chat, if you just got here, definitely comment after. And if you guys wouldn't mind, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. And you can find me on Instagram at tracy.thrifts.it. And I believe that's it. And I'm going to pull a Scott with the Roll Tide. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Good night.